2.10, multiplying algebraic radical binomials. This is the same thing we did, other than it's going to have some variables in it. We see the letter x, and those are treated just a little bit differently than the numbers. Remember, we talked about if we see some quantity, some amounts, more than one thing being squared, we need to rewrite this, that it's 4 plus square root of x times 4 plus square root of x. And then that'll help us FOIL. We need to do first terms. 4 times 4 is 16. Outers, 4 times the square root of x, and it's positive. Inners, 4 times the square root of x. Remember, these will always match if you have identical binomials. And then the last terms is a positive times a positive, square root of x times square root of x. Our rule before was to keep the square root and then multiply what's under the radical, so that would be x squared. Well, square root and a squared, you should be noticing, cancel each other out. We've already talked about this. So the square root of x squared is actually just x. And so you get 16 plus, this would be positive 4 plus 4 more would be 8 square roots of x plus just x. Number 2, go ahead and write it out twice. And sometimes I'll get to where I'll just cross that out and write it again up here. 1 times 1 is 1. Outers, it's a negative times a positive is a negative. Square root of 3x. Inners will be that same thing, a negative square root of 3x. And then last, negative times negative is positive. We'll have the square root of this 3x happening twice. But what I get to doing is just knowing that if I have something times itself under radical, it's just going to be that inner part, the 3x. So will these cancel each other out? This is really just 3x. So it's 1. I have negative 1 minus 1, which is negative 2 square roots of 3x plus just normal 3x. And that's it. Number 3. Write it out twice. We've got 1 times 1 is 1. Outers, 1 times x is just x, square roots of 7. And then we've got another x, square roots of 7. And then on the end, we've got x times x is x squared. And then we can start figuring out, okay, well, this is square root of 7 times square root of 7. That's really just going to be square root of 7 squared, or 7. And so I'm going to actually put it in front. So I can say that becomes 7x squared. Combine my like terms in the middle. That's a 1x plus 1x would be 2x. Square roots of 7 plus 7x squared. I want you to pause and try number 4. And check your answer with mine, see if you got the same thing. If you have any questions, let me know.